All right, this is Zubair on behalf of Electronics, and in this video, we'll be talking about factors that impact supply. Okay, so again, this is factors that impact supply. And for all these factors, we'll use the example of salmon fishing. Okay, so let's say we're talking about salmon in this case, and let's say you have your price over here and your quantity of salmon. All right, now if you were to draw the supply curve, you know the supply curve. Okay, it's a upward sloping curve. As quantity goes up, as price goes up, quantity goes up. The supplier is able to supply more because the supplier is able to cover the cost of production. All right. Now, considering ceteris paribus, if the price goes down, the quantity supplied will go down, and that's movement along the curve, okay, in the leftward direction. If the price goes up, it's a movement along the curve in the rightward direction. All right. So if the price of salmon goes down, okay, the quantity supplied will go down. If the price of salmon goes up, the quantity supplied will go up. Okay, however, there are other factors out there that will shift the supply curve either to the right or to the left. And one such factor is weather. Okay, for example, if we talk about salmon, all right, so if the weather is good, okay, let's say the weather is nice and sunny outside and the ocean temperature or the river temperature is cool, and you're sitting near a tree under a shade trying to fish the salmon out of the river. So in that case, what's going to happen is, okay, this supply curve over here will shift to the right because obviously you will catch more salmon. Okay. However, okay, if the weather is extreme, let's say it's too cold or too hot, okay, it's possible that these salmon be swimming under um, the river or under the ocean, near the ocean floor or the riverbed. Okay, so in that case, what's going to end up happening is you're not going to be able to catch as much salmon as you would if the weather was nice. Okay, as a result of which the supply curve will shift to the left. All right, now apart from that, apart from the weather itself, okay, you also have to consider, okay, technological change. Okay, so if you have capital investment, for example, let's say you buy a fishing boat, okay, whether for a fishing charter or to fish salmon in general, okay. So in that case, if you buy a fishing boat, that's a capital investment when it comes to your business, as a result of which the cost of production may go down and you may be able to fish more, okay, as a result of which your supply curve will shift to the right. Okay, however, if you were to fish from the shore, okay, without a boat, okay, without a vessel, without a kayak, okay, so on and so forth, what's going to end up happening is, okay, your supply curve will shift to the left in terms of technology because you don't have the tools and gadgets and technology to get there, okay, to fish, okay, at a certain scale, okay. On top of that, okay, you also need things like your um, gadgets and equipment on the boat, on the kayak, okay, for you to find the salmon in the first place. Okay, now apart from that, okay, you also have, okay, cost of production in general. Okay, so if the cost of production, okay, goes down for fishing salmon, let's say the raw materials that you use to fish salmon, let's say the baits that you use to fish salmon, whether it's a worm, whether it's another fish, okay, whether it's something else. Let's say it's an artificial bait. The cost of production goes up, the supply curve will shift to the left. If it goes down, it will shift to the right. All right, now apart from that, okay, you also have, okay, the price of crude oil, for example, to go up. And let's say you're using a boat. to catch salmon, okay, then what's going to end up happening is, okay, the supply curve, okay, will shift to the left if the crude oil prices go up. If the crude oil prices go down, okay, and the gasoline prices go down, the supply curve will shift to the right. So that has to do with salmon fishing. Okay, and these are your factors that impact supply in general. All right, apart from that, okay, this is Obey on behalf of Electronics. Have yourself a great day.